Each feeding is variable. Some babies will finish a feed in 5 minutes, some of them will take up to 30 minutes. We usually say that by the time they've been nursing for about 20-25 minutes, they've probably gotten as much milk as they need. But it depends on how pokey a sucker, it depends if they're falling asleep in the middle of the feeding. You can't make a legislated rule. But once the baby is finished feeding, we like to burp them, change them, and let them digest that food, not to nurse them again 20 minutes later, an hour later, an hour later. It's best to wait about 2.5, even 3 hours between feedings so the baby can get hungry and take a decent feeding and go back to sleep. If the baby is very, very hungry and you feel your milk hasn't fully come in yet, then nurse more often until your milk comes in. Then you'll see that you'll be able to stretch the feedings a little bit. I have mothers in my practice who nurse for 2 years. I have mothers in my practice who don't nurse at all. It's all an individual, what works for the mother, what works for the baby kind of thing. One thing that you'll find